We are back with Guilford County Schools Superintendent Dr. Whitney Oakley. Remember, you can text in your questions. The number there is at the bottom of the screen, and we've got a few of those questions right now. The first one is, how many teachers are driving school buses to assist with bus driver shortages?
There are not teachers driving buses at this moment. I think in the midst of COVID, we were trying to recruit teachers to do that. But right now, teachers are teaching, bus drivers are driving.
Gotcha. Okay. This person's asking, why don't you have an e-learning option for students in high school who feel safer receiving learning that way?
So we do have a K-8 separate virtual school, but we offer courses online in our high school. So we have access to North Carolina Virtual Public School, and we have access to online courses where students can be assigned to a traditional high school but have a selection of courses online.
And could they do all their courses online that way?
They can do the majority of their courses online. Of course, we want students to have some connection to school, particularly right now with mental health challenges. And many students will do some online courses and then take 1 or 2 classes at their home high school, and we work with them in the counseling office to find the best pathway for them.
This person is asking, will custodians receive a pay raise as well?
Yes, custodial staff is impacted as part of the classified salary schedule.
Okay. The district is looking for input on changes to disciplinary practices. Can you explain the changes and explain why the district wants those changes and wants the input?
Sure. So this is common practice when we update a policy. We want to hear from the public. They're out right now for public comment. Mostly things have changed since the last time we revised the discipline policy. Vaping is a thing, online bullying is a thing, kids having more access to phones and social media and using those in a way, making sure that we apply our code of conduct to online behavior. There's things that happen in the social media space that do impact school, and we need to recognize that. And so all of that's outlined in those changes, and we're seeking public comment for the next 30 days.
Okay, and so they can just do that online, just go to the website.
GCSNC.com, and then they can access the policy there and provide any input that they have, and the board will take that to consideration before they vote in December.
And when you said social media, it reminded me of all of the bomb threats and attempts and things of that nature that get called in. Schools are evacuated all the time. It messes up learning. How do we deal with this, especially since it's usually like some kind of post that's shared 1,000,001 times?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that we don't want people to repost or reshare things unless they're personally able to verify that it happened. Another side effect of social media is just as reposting and sharing, and often these things might have started in a different state or a different country and are not credible, but we need time to investigate. We take all of them seriously, but we don't want people to continue sharing unless they can personally verify that it happened. The first thing they should do is report to law enforcement or the school administrator, and we have tight protocols in place to deal with that as it happens.
And so are there other tools and things, because I think people go, oh, we know that threat is not credible, and yet there are times when you have to evacuate school and you have to stop learning.
Yeah, so we do have like an email filtering system in place. If something is said and connected to a student's email account, we of course have all of the server securities that you would expect for us to have. We also have a Crisis Go app where students can report something anonymously, and they can go on and say, I heard this, and it goes straight to an administrator who can investigate. We've upgraded cameras in our high schools, so we're continuing to layer on these safety support. Safety has always been a top priority. I think it is especially now, but we want students to, if they see something, to say something, and that's what we're going to continue to push.
Yeah, and it's been a challenging year all around, not just in Guilford County Schools, but all in every school system, it seems, from things that happen during football games or happen on campus. So what other, like maybe new safety measures do we have coming up maybe, or ones that are already in place that you want to remind people that are there?
Yeah, I mean, we've significantly expanded and restructured our district school safety and emergency management office. We've upgraded more than 2,000 cameras. We've installed bus cameras across the district. Of course, those are more of an investigative measure. We put our scanners in our middle schools. We've practiced school safety plans. We've had trainings in partnership with law enforcement. We have frequent communication with our law enforcement partners, but also making sure that students have trusted adults in the building. So I think those partnerships will continue. We'll continue as the technology improves to add on to those layers, but there's not one piece of equipment, again, that's going to prevent something from happening. It's going to be human behavior. And so I think we need to recognize that this is a community issue, not a school issue, that there's way too much access to guns in our whole country, and we need to own that and take a stand against it as a community.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Remember, you can continue to text your question. We've got one more segment with Ask the Superintendent.